Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Tough love, because I don't care how much I can empathize with you, it does not erase your bullshit. So, anyways, it's been a while. A lot of work for uni, so I didn't really have time to think about something else I want to talk about. But today, I was browsing through the internet and got myself into the anime train, right? A specific one, My Hero Academia, and I ended up on Reddit somehow reading about Bakugo, and I was like, oh, this motherfucker. So, today's podcast is going to be about My Hero Academia, specifically the two characters, Bakugo and Midoriya. A lot about Bakugo. So, anyways, I hope you enjoy, and let's get to the podcast. So, Bakugo's character. Bakugo's character is a bully. He was since the first episode. Basically, he bullied Izuku, which is our main character. And, spoiler, he told him to kill himself. He said, because Izuku wanted to be a hero even though he didn't have a special ability. And most people in that world had abilities. So it was a big deal if you didn't. And that's why he was bullied. And so Bakugo said, if you want to be a hero that badly, there is a way. But you'll have a quirk in your next life and take a swan dive off the roof of the building. He literally said exactly that. And in my mind, all I could think about was, what the hell? Who the fuck says something like that? Why would you think it's okay to say that? And before you say, oh, maybe he has some trauma or something. No. The creator of the anime and also manga said that confirmed that Bakugo didn't have any trauma, that he had a good home life, good parents, a good childhood overall. He was shown in the anime that he was popular even when they were little. He was popular, had a good school life. He had no reason to bully Izuku. He had no trauma that he was taking out on him. Nothing. It was simply because he had a fucking inferiority complex. Because somehow he thought that this quirkless kid, quirks is what they call the abilities. He thought that this kid that had no abilities was looking down on him for some reason, when he never did anything to make it seem that way. And then when he apologized, I think his apology is BS, because he just felt guilty. He wasn't actually sorry. Literally, his whole apology was trying to validate his reasons for doing it. Like, his apology was literally like, oh, the way you put people before yourself weirded me out, and stupid things like that. And I was like, how are people taking this in and being like, okay, forgive it? How? Because these are the excuses he gave her, like an excuse a 5-year-old would give. What the fuck was this? Well, how about acknowledging I was wrong? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done this. I was this, and this, and not being over here trying to make excuses during your so-called apology. Because a real apology would literally be, I'm sorry, I was wrong, I should have done this, I made your life hell for 10 years, because it was for 10 years that Izuku was bullied by Bakugo. And I had no reason to do it. Absolutely no reason. Bakugo couldn't do that. No. Could he? No, he could not. He had to fit in some excuses to just justify himself, to feel validated. Which is so that he really didn't understand how bad what he did was. Because if he did, he wouldn't have made excuses. Let's be real. If he actually understood that he was wrong, he wouldn't have been making a bunch of excuses and would have just said sorry and shut the fuck up. So the thing about Midoriya is that this character basically fucking acts like that bullying was no big deal. Nothing happened. Which it was. You can see how much that affected him when we started the bullying scenes. You could see that. He contemplated suicide after he was told to jump. He thought about it. Even said it out loud. That idiot, you can't go around telling people to kill themselves. What if I actually jumped? What would I do then? That's what he said. He was thinking about it. Yeah, the way this creator wrote it, he never addressed the bullying. Bakugo never faced any consequences, and Midoriya's over here somehow admiring him. He said, I've admired him since we were kids. He's just amazing. And to me, it's just what part of him is amazing? This motherfucker has bullied you since you were 5. Made you feel... did everything he could to make you feel inferior. And you over here saying he's amazing? He has never acted like a hero. During childhood, all up to the end of middle school, Bakugo has always acted like a fucking villain. He never did a single good thing for Izuku. All he did was make him miserable, and somehow he was there admiring him. It literally made no sense. Like the way this creator wrote it, he was just trying to like put a rug on the bullying and try to make Bakugo seem like a decent person, which he was not at any point. He was shit. Even when they got into like a hero school, he treated everybody like crap. Had a bad attitude, and a lot of people pointed it out. And somehow one of the students, Kirishima, wanted to be his friend. And I don't know what the hell Kirishima, who I love so much, sees in Bakugo that he wanted to be his friend. Because Bakugo always had a crap attitude. So I find it weird that this kid who's all about being a great person and always encouraging and doesn't have this whole toxic masculinity thing. Kirishima's just... So yeah, the entire time I'm literally like, what the hell is Kirishima doing with Bakugo? What did he see in him that he was like, oh, you know what? I want to be friends with you. What? Because the entirety of season 1, Bakugo was an ass to literally everybody. And somehow Kirishima was like, well, I want to be his friend. Oh, inspiring. Which makes no sense. Sorry. I made an order. Like, it makes 0 sense. And let me tell you, it took 6 seasons for Bakugo to even say sorry and his apology was scrapped. They made us wait 6 seasons for then his apology to just be him making excuses to validate himself. And I'm supposed to be happy and satisfied with that. Oh, he sacrificed his life for Izuku. I'm supposed to be like, oh, he's a great person. Like, dude, him sacrificing his life for Izuku was a cheap ploy to try to make him seem better and make him redeemable. Which failed. Give me a second, guys. My delivery is... The fact that the creator of this anime had to go as far as making the Bakugo almost die to try to make him seem even slightly redeemable, it just shows how badly his character is written, so badly that he's not empathizable at all. His character is all over the place. Like, he's this character who's always angry, hot-headed, but somehow when they're fighting, they try to make him seem less hot-headed and more, I don't know, how do you say it? Calm. Well, that's literally not what his character was at all like. But, like, for somehow, whenever they were in fights or moments that would make him look cool, he was fine. It was just stupid. Like, it just shows how badly written this character was and how much the creator was kissing his ass. That he was just kind of, like, erasing or ignoring all the bad things he did. People even said it was like, oh, that he regretted making Bakugo character tell Izuku to kill himself. And so now entire anime he spent kissing Bakugo's ass trying to make him seem better, which he's not. I have so much to say about this. I dislike how just glosses over the bullying like it's nothing. That I'm very, very upset about is that Izuku's hero name, Deku, happens to be the name that was used since he was 5 by Bakugo to infuriate him, because Deku means useless, and he used that to say that he was inferior. Deku, oh my. So I was so confused how the creator thought it was okay to make this kid choose to carry this name that's associated with so much trauma as something as permanent as his hero name. I felt that was such bullshit. That was such bullshit. It was just another way of making Bakugo the center of attention, because he came up with that name. He used that name to put down Izuku. Yet somehow they were trying to make it seem like I don't know. Like, if they said something along the lines of, oh, this name I feel like represents everything that I fought through and that I made it through. Like, it represents all the bullying and everything that I suffered that I was able to get past. to get here, I would be like, okay, cool, yeah, that's actually really cool. But no, they just randomly decided to use that, and we were just supposed to be okay with that. And they also made Uzuka's friend Uraraka be like, so basically she called him this, and she's like, Deku, it's your name, right? And Izuka was like, no, it's actually just a name that Bakugo uses to bully me. But in Uraraka was like, well, I think it's pretty cute. And I was like, why is this a thing? It's not cute. He literally just told you that this name was used to bully him, and you're like, it's cute. You should keep this name that's associated with so much crap you went through because it's cute. Like, it made no sense. It literally flashed back to this moment when Hizuku was explaining to the class why that would be his hero name. Because that was literally the only piece of that's the only thing they had to like try to make it make sense that he picked this name, because it doesn't make any sense. So much that they have nothing other than that scene of her saying the name is cute to support it. And I agree. This anime, I started it and I dropped it really fast. I didn't continue it because it doesn't take something as serious as abuse seriously. It makes a joke out of everything Izuku has been through. Izuku, the character himself, just completely erases it from his mind and somehow keeps admiring his bully, his abuser, which a lot of people say that just seems like Stockholm syndrome. Like, and then the part that I'm noticing is something I think I already mentioned. I'm not sure. I don't even remember if I already mentioned on the podcast. Is that people keep trying to make up angst for Bakugo to try to make him seem better. Like, someone was saying, "Oh, he was abused. He was not." Which I do remember mentioning. He was not. He had a good childhood, good parents. And I just can't. Dude, he's not a good character. Like, stop making up crap to try to make him seem better. You wanna like his character, yet you seem so embarrassed that you like him that you keep trying to make up shit to make him seem better. Still, make like excuses and try to like create some angst or trauma for Bakugo. It just shows that like they're embarrassed about the fact that they like his character because they know what he did was bad, but they like his character so much for some reason that they can't admit that it's bad and try to make his character try so hard to make his character seem better. So to feel less embarrassed about the fact that they like him. I don't know if this makes sense, but I do feel like that's what it is. And again, it is sad. It's honestly pathetic. Because there's nothing to like about this character. He is not the least bit empathizable. Like, I can't even look at this character and be like, I empathize with him. He went through this, and I can understand him doing this. It doesn't justify his actions. Dude, I don't know if you watch Demon Slayer. The demons in Demon Slayer are more empathizable than Bakugo. The demons who've killed a bunch of people, they're more empathizable than Bakugo ever will be. For example, Daki and Gyutaru. The girl, in her village, in their village, Gyutaru was treated badly because of the way he looked. He looked a bit different. People bullied him forward through rocks and stuff like that. His mother tried to kill him a couple times. Then he had a little sister, Daki, who was the beauty of the village. And this man tried to make a move on her, which again she didn't like. She was a minor, and she ended up stabbing him in the eye with a pin. And then they burnt her alive, which was horrendous. It was sad. So I was like, I feel so bad for them. It does not justify what they did, but I feel so bad because I understand why they hate humans, but they shouldn't be blaming all humans for the actions of a few. That's wrong, but at the same time, I can understand why they hate humans so much because all the humans they have ever known were horrible people. But Bakugo, for Bakugo, I can't even say that, dude. That's how sad that is. And how horrible it is. For Bakugo, he's just a badly written character, horrible person with no justification for what he did, no good reason for what he did. It's just that. That is how badly written this character is. That's all. I really hope you enjoyed this podcast. I had a lot to say. This felt a bit personal for me. Thank you, and until next time, please comment down below other topics you'd like me to talk about. Or people from series, movies, and animes. Not real people. Or real people. That depends on who you pick. And I'll decide. Thank you.